Hello, my name is Christian, and today I'll be doing a movie review and a recap of The Gallows. Now, this movie came out in 2015 and it runs at an hour and 21 minutes. This movie is very short and it has a very low budget to it. It was a $100,000 budget, and the movie starts off with a play going on in 1993. There is Charlie and his girlfriend. They are the leads in this play. He wasn't supposed to be the lead. The understudy called out, and you find out later what happened there. But someone is shooting on a vintage camcorder, I think it is. It's 1993. They didn't really have any iPhones or Androids. So it is being shot with some camera, and he gets to the hangman's noose, and he gets hung, and people realize, it's not part of the play. He actually gets hung, and he's dead, and he's not coming back until probably, I think it's like 20 years later. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it doesn't really say. It just says present day, and they are trying to revive the play, and Reese and Pfeiffer are the leads in this play, and Reese is played by Reese Missler, and Pfeiffer is played by Pfeiffer Brown. Now, Reese sucks. He's terrible at this. He only is doing this to, get in Pfeiffer's pants. I don't know why I said Pfeiffer's pants. He's not trying to get into her pants. He's just trying to get a kiss. That's all he wants. No pants involved. That's all he wants is a kiss. So Reese sucks, and they're doing the play, and Ryan is shooting the play on his camera. And Ryan is played by Ryan Shoes, and his name in the movie is Ryan Shoes. I'm not making this up. His literal name in the movie is Ryan Shoes. I don't know what the directors were thinking when they were choosing names for the characters. I feel like they chose these names so the actors would not have trouble remembering who they were playing. So after that, Ryan is making fun of Reese because, he's on the football team, and Reese left to do theater, usual high school stuff, like High School Musical or something like that. And Reese sucks. I'll say that again. He's really bad. Should not be doing this play. And they form a plan to break down the sets so Reese doesn't have to do anything. So before all that, they meet up with Cassidy, well, Ryan does, and Cassidy is probably the best person in this entire movie. All she pretty much does is cry and blame everything on Ryan. I swear that's her character. She has no development or anything. She's just there to cry and blame people. And after we meet her, Ryan figures out that the door is broken so they can sneak in, and I don't understand why they never fixed the door to the school. It seems very lazy of the school to not fix the door that can just lead you into the school, but more power to them. So after that, Ryan picks up Reese. They go to the school. It's Reese, Ryan, and Cassidy. They start breaking down the set. And then Pfeiffer shows up out of nowhere. She's just there. Don't know why she's there, but she just shows up and she's there. And after that, they start hearing noises right when Pfeiffer shows up. A little freaky, a little coincidental. And after that, they find a secret room. They go down a hallway, left, right, usual hallway. Then they find the secret room at the end, and there's a TV on playing a TV report from like 1993. And Reese figures out from a picture on the TV that, that's my dad in that news report. He was supposed to be the lead, and he called out. And there is a picture in the high school. I don't understand how he never found this out. Like, he's had to go to the school 2 or 3 years, and this man does not realize that is his dad. He hasn't glanced at this photo for 2 or 3 years. it's crazy. I mean, he's got to have walked by it 1 or 2 times in his entire life at the high school. But he's freaking out. He's sitting down, staring off at a wall. That's what he does most of this movie. He just sits and stares and freaks out. And Ryan gets split up, and I don't know how he gets split up from the group. Remember, he's a football player, so I don't know how he gets split up from the group. He's got a night vision camera, and he gets lost. And he finds his room with another secret, room. And he goes through the hole, and he finds the janitor. Janitor is David, really nice guy. He's dead now. He got hung by Charlie, and he's up in the rafters just chilling. And after that, Ryan runs back to the group, and they're yelling at him, "How'd you get lost?" All that stuff. And then noises start happening, and Charlie's is walking above them, and then Cassidy gets a rope around her neck and gets pulled up. And Cassidy in this movie, as I said earlier, just blames everything on Ryan. And I don't know why, but that's what she does. I feel like she thinks Ryan called Charlie up and said, "Hey, I want to be tortured and just have a great night and just get tortured by just the usual stuff." And I don't know what Cassie is thinking in this movie. I really don't like her in this movie. She really brings the movie down. And after that, they run into the theater, and Ryan starts to antagonize Charlie, which is a terrible idea. And he's climbing the ladder to a vent to get out of the school because all the doors are locked and they can't find a way out. So he thinks this is the best idea. While he's taunting Charlie, he does this. Taunting a ghost is never a good idea in a movie. And Charlie pushes him off the ladder, and he falls and breaks his leg because Ryan's an idiot and doesn't know when to quit. And so Reese, Pfeiffer run off. Cassie's left behind with Ryan just crying her eyes out. And then for some reason she decides to run out of the room. The door closes behind her, and Ryan is crawling backwards to get away. And Charlie ends up being above him and hangs him. And now he is dead, and he is out of the picture, which sucks because honestly Ryan is one of the best characters in this movie. I know he's a douchebag, but he actually brought something to the movie besides crying and staring off at a wall. So after this, we are left with Reese, Cassidy, and Pfeiffer, and they are trying to find a way out. So Reese and Pfeiffer go off. Reese goes off, and he's trying to find a way out, and then Pfeiffer shows up for some odd reason and leaves Cassidy behind. And there's a cool shot where Cassidy is in the red light, and I think it's like an emergency light, and he shows up behind her and walks slowly out of the shadows and then disappears as she crawls to the camera, picks it up, and then you see her neck is getting worse and worse, and there is a rope around it, and she gets pulled into the red light, and then she is gone, probably hanging up in the rafters like David and Ryan. So after that, Reese and Pfeiffer are freaking out, and they go up into the rafters because after they turn on the fire alarm that they are trying to bring in the firefighters or police to get them out, and Reese ends up finding a photo, and Ryan and Cassie hanging up in the rafters, just chilling. And after that, they run into Charlie, and they go back down, and they're running across the theater again, and the door is open. So Reese gets out, but Pfeiffer's crying about something back in the school, so he goes in because he has a crush on her, and she's just sitting there like a log, and he goes up to her, and now they're quoting the play. For some odd reason, that's what they decided to do in all this. And Reese decides to be a hero and climbs up on the hangman's noose And she's still quoting the play while he's doing this, and he's just telling her to leave, get out of here. Why are you doing this? And she's just still quoting the play, and then he gets hanged by Charlie. And I think that this is closure for Charlie. I don't know why, because Reese had nothing to do with anything his father did, but Reese is the one that suffers for it, and I don't know why. I don't know why that they decided to go for Reese, but whatever. And after all that happens, Pfeiffer is with her mom, which her mom shows up in the movie a little bit here and there. Not really an important part of the movie. And her mom is just brushing her hair, and two cops come in because of what happened at the school, and just combing her hair. They're watching the old tape where her dad gets hung. Really normal teen and mom stuff to do. And one of the cops is off on his own. He gets killed by Charlie, and then Charlie shows up in the room and kills the other cop, and that is how this movie ends. It's a really weird movie, kinda. I feel like it was another short movie that could have done a little bit more time, character development, better actors at that. Actors that wouldn't just, cry and cry. I know that's probably what they told him to do, but I mean, geez, like, do something else besides cry. And Reese, I don't know what the actor was thinking with the portrayal of his character. Just most of the movie, he's just sitting there staring at a wall. I'll say it again. He just stares at a wall the entire time. I don't understand why, but, whatever. This movie, honestly, I probably give it a 4 out of 10. I enjoyed this movie when I saw it in theaters, but as I see it over and over and over again, the movie is just too short. And the one of the best parts is the Cassidy death scene. That's pretty much the only good part. And Ryan kind of ups the pointage, but like everything else, like just I like the setting too, but everything else just doesn't work. The writing is just not that great. I know they had a low budget and everything, but the creature or Charlie doesn't look exactly that badass, so I don't really like him that much. But honestly, if you want to have some fun, I guess, watch this movie. I mean, it's all right. I mean, you might enjoy it, but I really didn't enjoy it. Like, I've seen it probably about 5 times, and it just gets worse after each time I watch it. But pretty much that is the end of the video. If you like this video, check out my other videos. And I hope everybody has a great day, and thank you again for watching this video.